Share indexes have fallen in Europe and America over the past 24 hours after weak results from two large US companies, namely 3M and DuPont. And more bad news for the Spanish economy, with global markets continuing to concern investors. What alternatives are available? Sean Daykin is head of investment funds at Emirates NBD Asset Management and can hopefully shed some light and sprinkle some optimism. Many thanks for joining us, Sean.
Thank you very much. Thanks
now,
for having me.
Stock markets globally remain volatile. So,
Yes.
I mean, is there still money to be made?
I think there is. I mean, if you think about the year so far, I mean, markets are up about 10% for the year so far. So it's not been a bad picture overall. Markets have been doing well because of the liquidity sort of from the central banks, from the Federal Reserve, from the ECB, have helped push the markets up. It's only more recently that people have begun to focus on the earnings picture, and that has become quite disappointing, with sort of year-over-year sales quite disappointing, actually negative for the first time in 3 years. And it's not just that, it's the spread of disappointment as well. It's from core companies like McDonald's, who have seen sales going down. Google disappointing, but also people like Mulberry, who make the bags at the luxury end as well. So it's not just one sector, it's quite a large swathe of the market is actually suffering at the moment. Let's
look at some of the results. UAE results for the first half. I mean, obviously the latest third quarter results are coming in now. And what's your take on that?
I would say, compared to the rest of the world, the UAE is actually doing very well. We've had, again, people like Do, Aramex, some of the banks such as First Gulf Bank or MBAD have all posted pretty strong earnings for the quarter, good growth year over year as well, and that corresponds quite starkly with the poor data we've seen out of the US and particularly the Eurozone. I guess the one bright spot for me in terms of the globe at the moment is China, which seems to be beginning to bottom out and beginning to actually see some improvement. We had some data today suggesting that the Chinese economy is actually bottoming and beginning to improve.
Now, Sean, tell us about investment funds at Emirates NBD. What ones are seeing the most take-up?
Yeah, I think the most interest for investors at the moment is in the regional fixed income markets. Certainly that's where we've seen the most growth. We've got a fund that's been going for a couple of years and it's up about 13% this year so far. And that invests in sovereign debt, sovereign bonds, corporate debt in the MENA region. And that's become very popular with clients who like to see healthy income, coupons from bonds, and it's much more secure than the equity markets, and so that's very much in favour with clients at the moment.
Great. Well, Sean Daykin, we've run out of time, sadly. Very good to have you on the programme. Thanks very much.
Thank you.